Hey guys, it's Beaver. So I wanted to look at this story. It's crazy. Thankfully, we don't see a whole lot of these cases, but to even see one is horrific. Let's take a read. Half-brother of murdered Pasadena 5-year-old arrested in Ohio. The teenage half-brother of a 5-year-old who was murdered in Pasadena, Maryland on Saturday was arrested in Ohio, according to Anne Arundel County Police. Police said around 8 p.m. October 3rd, officers answered a call on the 1400 block of Apple Leaf Court and found a child dead, identified as Anaya Dewan Abdul from apparent trauma. The autopsy completed Sunday found that Abdul had died from result of multiple sharp force injuries and ruled her death a homicide. Oh wow, so it was a girl. When I first read it, I thought it was two brothers. Wow. Evidence pointed toward the child's half-brother, 17-year-old Stephen Jarrod Davis II, as the main suspect, according to police. Around 11:30 a.m. on Saturday, Davis was arrested in Springfield, Ohio area. Authorities is waiting extradition to Maryland. Authorities obtained an arrest warrant charging him as an adult with first-degree murder. Detectives are still looking for motive in the case. Okay, that's all it says there. I have another article pulled up. Let's go take a look at it. It says 17-year-old charged in death of 5-year-old half-sister in Anne Arundel County. Disbelief is running through the close-knit Pasadena community after Anne Arundel County Police say 5-year-old child was dead around 8:15 Saturday morning. It's unbelievable. I've lived here 7 years and never heard anything like this, said its neighbor Chris Sims. Officials say the child was found on Apple Leaf Court suffering from apparent trauma. They also said the suspect was taken into custody in a nearby state. Sunday, Anne Arundel Police report evidence recovered from the scene revealed that the victim's 17-year-old half-brother, Stephen Jarrod Davis II, was the suspect of this homicide. According to police, as a result of the investigation, homicide detectives were able to obtain an arrest warrant charging Davis as an adult with first-degree murder. And this just say where they picked him up in Ohio, which I've already read. Honestly, the big question that we all have is why? Why would a 17-year-old child not just murder his sister, but brutally murder his sister in their home? Yeah, that I agree. I agree with this lieutenant. An autopsy was completed today, and the cause of death was determined multiple sharp force injuries. And in the manner of death was ruled homicide. The victim was identified, and there's a name, I read it, Anaya Janal. Oh, goodness. Team is working with responding officers and the victims' families to provide resources. Detectives are still looking into a motive for this case. The investigation is ongoing, and anyone with any information, please call Detective Lewis at 410-222-3460. So, I did want to say, as far as them looking for motive, you know, I don't know any teenagers that do not at least have a couple of people they speak with online. So for them asking for anybody to come forward, it wouldn't be that much of a stretch because kids often talk and they often can't shut up. So, you know, it would be plausible to think that somebody else would be aware of a potential motive. So I'm going to leave you with a video, and we'll be following this. I just cannot imagine what these parents are going through right now. And it's definitely going to cause a rift and a strain, and it is so sad. And we just gotta pray for our youth.
Police say the killing happened inside the family's home. They say the little girl was already dead by the time that rescuers arrived. Early on, investigators say the evidence pointed to the girl's teenage brother, who they found the same day more than 400 miles away. As the sun sets on this Pasadena neighborhood, Tonight, disbelief.
Honestly, it was unbelievable.
In this close-knit community full of children.
I hope that what happened is that it was an accident.
Honestly, the biggest question that we all have, why? Why would a 17-year-old child not just murder his sister, but brutally murder his sister in their home?
Her half-brother, investigators say 17-year-old Stephen Davis. And Arundel County Police say they are still searching for a motive for the murder of the 5-year-old girl who they've identified as Anaya Abdul. Saturday morning, officers swarming the home where the little girl's body was discovered, killed by what detectives would only say was a sharp force trauma.
It could be anything sharp. It could be a knife. It could be a sword. It could be a screwdriver.
Investigators say evidence in the home led them to the girl's half-brother, who also lives there. Police say he fled in a family car after the murder. The same day, Ohio State Police arresting Davis.
Drove himself out west where he was stopped in Ohio, Springfield, Ohio, so we almost made it to Illinois.
Police say there were no witnesses to the killing. The girl's body found by another family member. Neighbors say a family that was new to this neighborhood and what's described as a horrific scene.
It was heartbreaking.
Neighbors, especially first responders, having a hard time trying to cope.
A very hard time dealing with what they witnessed and then what they had to process.
The 17-year-old suspect, Stephen Davis, is still awaiting extradition back here from Ohio. Police say he is charged as an adult with first-degree murder here in Anne Arundel County. We're live in Pasadena tonight. Riel